Now, some anime are masterpieces like Attack on Titan, Vinland Saga, and of course, Overflow. But also there is the 2016 adaptation of Berserk. Yeah, that was a thing. Now, for once, I would recommend the worst show available because even that has its own identity. But what about the shows that are so generic that you almost forget about them seconds after watching them? Well, 9 out of the 10 times I would drop shows like these, but sometimes I tend to give them a second chance. And because of that, sometimes I find shows that seem kinda mid, but they've turned out quite good actually. So today I'm going to talk about the top 10 best shows I'm glad I gave a second chance to. So without further delay, let's start rolling. So to start things off, we have Escaflowne, A Girl in Gaia. Now, the number 10 spot here left me feeling kinda disappointed due to its convoluted plot and uneven pacing. The introduction of too many characters coupled with the rapid progression of the storyline, it made it difficult to follow, and not to mention connect with the narrative. Additionally, the dialogue felt overly melodramatic at times, detracting from the emotional impact of key scenes. However, on a typical boring day, I thought of revisiting the anime and somehow, I was surprised. I discovered its hidden depths. And not to mention the captivating world building. Escaflowne excels in creating a rich and immersive fantasy setting, filled with stunning visual designs. The dynamic mecha battles and epic scale of the conflict add an exhilarating sense of excitement to the story, drawing viewers deeper into its fantastical universe. And moreover, the characters in Escaflowne undergo significant growth and development as the series progresses. The relationships that form between them are heartfelt and genuine, adding emotional weight to their struggles and triumphs. So basically what I'm saying is, Escaflowne may have its flaws, but it ultimately stands as a compelling and rewarding anime experience. So I'm quite satisfied with my decision of giving it a second chance, and I think you guys would as well. Next up at number 9, we have Flowers of Evil. Now watching this anime for the first time, I felt kind of unsettled due to its unconventional animation style and slow pacing. While it is unique, it still felt jarring and a little out of place, creating a sense of unease that made it difficult to fully engage with the story. Additionally, the slow pace of the narrative tested my patience as it seemed to linger on mundane moments without providing much clarity or direction. So as I found myself almost falling asleep during the show, I ultimately decided to drop it. However, upon giving it a second chance, I discovered its haunting beauty and profound psychological depth. Flowers of Evil is a masterclass in atmospheric storytelling, using its unconventional animation style to create a sense of conflict and alienation that mirrors the inner mayhem of its characters. The slow build of tension and suspense keeps viewers on edge, while the exploration of themes such as adolescence, identity, and desire adds layers of complexity to the narrative. The show also offers a refreshingly honest and unflinching look at the darker aspects of human nature, challenging viewers to confront their own desires and fears. So if you're willing to give the show a little bit of time, then I'm pretty sure you'll like it. Next at number 8, we have Beautiful Bones, Sakuroko's Investigation. The show initially failed to captivate me due to its slow pacing and episodic nature. The early episodes felt disjointed, with each mystery of the week storyline lacking depth and failing to establish a compelling overarching narrative. Additionally, the character dynamics between the main duo felt static and predictable, detracting from the potential for meaningful character development, but upon revisiting the series, I discovered its hidden strengths. As the mysteries became more intricate and interconnected, the narrative began to unravel a fascinating exploration of human nature and morality. The character of Sakurako, initially coming off as cold and distant, gradually reveals layers of complexity and vulnerability, adding depth to her relationship with Shotaro and enhancing the emotional resonance of the series. The atmospheric soundtrack further enhances the mood, adding to the overall sense of mystery and intrigue. So my final statement would be that this show may start slow, but it rewards patient viewers with a thought-provoking narrative, compelling characters, and striking visuals. So you might want to give this one a try. Next at number 7, we've got Metropolis. Now, just like the last anime, this movie left me feeling disconnected due to its disjointed storytelling and lack of character development. The pacing felt rushed, with important plot points being skipped, making me struggle to fully invest into the story. Also, the characters seemed pretty bland, lacking depth and emotional significance, which made it difficult to connect with their struggles. So I had to drop it, all due to the lack of interest that I felt. It was almost the same feeling I had while watching Tokyo Ghoul Ray. But after I decided to give it another chance, I discovered its visual brilliance and thematic depth. Metropolis is a stunning feat of animation with beautifully crafted backgrounds and fluid dynamic action sequences that immerse viewers in its futuristic world. The visual storytelling, coupled with hauntingly atmospheric soundtrack, creates a captivating cinematic experience that transcends its narrative shortcomings. So, if we are only talking about the overall feel, this movie is definitely a 10 out of 10. So, while Metropolis may have had its flaws, it ultimately stands as a visually stunning and thematically rich masterpiece. So, want a popcorn entertainer? This one is for you. And after that, at number 6, we have Last Exile. While watching this show, I felt really underwhelmed due to its slow start and dense world building. The series took its time to establish the complex steampunk setting and introduce the characters, which made the early episodes feel somewhat boring and confusing. The pacing felt uneven, to be blunt, with moments of intense action that went for way too long, thanks to all that useless exposition that tested my patience, so it was an easy drop for me. But I don't know why I thought of giving it another chance, and then it somehow felt different. The captivating storytelling and breathtaking visual of the later episodes made Last Exile excel in creating a rich and immersive world filled with intricate details and stunning aerial battles. The animation is fluid and dynamic, bringing the exhilarating dogfights to life with a sense of energy and excitement. So this series may have had a slow start, to say the least, but it ultimately proves to be a captivating and rewarding anime experience that combines thrilling action with thought-provoking storytelling. So definitely a solid recommendation from my side. And then we're at the 5th spot. We have Sonny Boy. Now, due to the abstract storytelling and unconventional narrative structure of this show, I felt kind of disconnected from this one. The series seemed to prioritize style over substance, with disjointed plotlines and minimal exposition, leaving me struggling to make sense of the unfolding events. Additionally, the lack of clear character development made it difficult to connect with the protagonist on an emotional level, further alienating me from the story. However, upon giving it a second chance, I finally discovered its bold creativity, as well as thought-provoking themes. Sonny Boy embraces its surrealism and ambiguity, challenging viewers to question reality and explore the depths of human consciousness. The non-linear storytelling, while initially disorienting, gradually reveals layers of complexity and depth. Moreover, the animation and visual style of Sonny Boy are striking and innovative, with vibrant colors and dynamic camera angles adding to the sense of dissonance and wonder. The series soundtrack further enhances the mood, creating a haunting and atmospheric backdrop for the unfolding story. So basically, Sonny Boy may have initially seemed perplexing, but it ultimately proves to be a bold and visionary anime that rewards patience with its creativity and depth. So give this one a try. Next up at number 4, we have Den-O Coil. Now again, this show has a really slow pacing and complex world building. The intricacies of the enlarged reality technology and the rules governing the virtual world were initially overwhelming for me, making it difficult to fully immerse myself into the story. And the early episodes felt disjointed, not to mention with the plot and lack of clear direction. However, when I went in a second time, I discovered its brilliance. Den-O Coil masterfully blends science fiction with coming-of-age themes, creating a rich and immersive narrative that captivates the imagination. The world building, while initially dense, gradually becomes more interconnected and intriguing as the series progresses, drawing viewers deeper into its intricacies. Furthermore, Den-O Coil tackles thought-provoking themes such as the impact of technology on society and the nature of reality itself. The series raises questions about identity, ethics, and the blurred boundaries between the physical and virtual worlds, prompting viewers to ponder the implications of our increasingly digitized lives. So if you are bored of watching Rent a Girlfriend, please give this one a shot. Then welcoming us to the top 3, we have Silver Spoon. Now, watching the show for the first time, it left me feeling underwhelmed due to its seemingly ordinary premise and slow pacing. As someone who typically enjoys more action-packed or fantastical anime, the slice-of-life setting centered around agricultural school life didn't really grab my attention. Additionally, the protagonist initially came off as, well, rather mid, lacking the charisma or depth to fully engage me in his journey. However, when I revisited this anime, I found myself pleasantly surprised by its charm, and not to mention the depth. Silver Spoon excels in its ability to take seemingly ordinary scenarios and infuse them with a genuine emotion. Silver Spoon excels in its ability to take seemingly ordinary scenarios and infuse them with genuine emotion and insight. And as the series progresses, the main character undergoes significant growth, grappling with issues of identity, ambition, and the meaning of success. His journey of self-discovery resonates on a deeply human level, making him a relatable and endearing protagonist. And furthermore, Silver Spoon offers fascinating insights into the agricultural industry and rural life, shedding light on often overlooked aspects of society. The series balances humor and drama masterfully, eliciting both laughs and tears as it explores themes of friendship, perseverance, and the pursuit of one's dreams. So this is definitely a great slice of life show that you need to watch. And next, coming up at the runners-up spot of today's list is Detroit Metal City. Now, I felt uncomfortable and uncertain while watching this show due to its crude humor and over-the-top satire. The series' relentless focus on shock value and offensive humor, particularly surrounding its portrayal of heavy metal culture, made it difficult to fully appreciate the comedic elements. Also, the jokes were repetitive and the exaggerated characterizations of the band members felt tiresome at times, not to mention one-dimensional. But after coming back, I discovered something new. Detroit Metal City is a clever satire that skillfully skewers the music industry and societal expectations. Beneath its crude exterior lies a clever commentary on the nature of identity and the pursuit of fame. As protagonist Soichi Negishi struggles to reconcile his true self with his alter ego as the lead singer of a death metal band. The series ultimately proves to be a hilarious and surprisingly emotional exploration of self-discovery and acceptance. So a big thumbs up from me. But the show that I almost dropped and made one of the biggest mistakes of my life is Asobi Asobase. Now, due to the erratic pacing and seemingly random humor of this show, I felt pretty awkward watching it. It was kind of the equivalent of secondhand embarrassment, if you know what I mean. But at first glance, the exaggerated facial expressions and nonsensical situations felt more chaotic than comedic, making it difficult to engage with the storyline or characters. Also, the over-reliance on shock value and crude humor left me hesitant to continue watching. However, when I decided to give it a second chance, I was genuinely surprised by the anime's hidden depths. Beneath its seemingly chaotic exterior lies a cleverly crafted comedy that skillfully blends absurdity with humor. The characters, while initially appearing one-dimensional, gradually reveal layers of complexity through their interactions and backstories. Overall, Asobi Asobase is a refreshing and surprisingly clever comedy that rewards viewers who are willing to look beyond its initial chaos. And boy, am I glad that I gave it a second chance. Well, that's the list for today, guys. So if you were able to make it this far, please be sure to comment on what your favorite anime was that you ended up dropping but came back to. And hey, if you're liking the content, then hey, why not stick around a little bit longer and subscribe to the channel? We'd love to have you. And as for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.